It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got 4 Belgian beers to show you, impressively from ASDA. Now there's a few of the supermarkets where you can literally go in and grab yourself a deal on some really good Belgian beer. But I think the beer buyer for ASDA, he must be a fan of Belgian beer, because there's some absolute crackers in there. They really are. And a good thing is you can pick them up on a 4 for 3 deal. So you're buying 3 bottles, you're getting the 4th free. I'll show you the beers first. All of the beers you've probably seen before on the channel, but I just wanted to highlight the fact that you can get a deal in ASDA with these great Belgian beers. This is 8.4% ABV in a 330 milliliter bottle. It's a stone painted bottle and it's a Delirium Belgian strong beer at 8.4% ABV. Next up, we have a bottle of Vedett Extra IPA. This is 5.5% ABV. Lovely Belgian bottle here. Brewery Duvel Morgat. There's the bottle cap. Talking about Duvel, now they had 3 different Duvels. They had the triple hop, which is fantastic. They had the normal Duvel, and they had a Duvel 666 Belgian Blonde, which I've gone for. I quite like this one. I've mixed this up in that the Vedett is going to be nice and hoppy. The Duvel should be quite malty. And then we have a Chouffe Blonde here. The ABV on this one, 8% ABV. Fabulous, isn't it? Absolutely fabulous. There's the bottle cap there. It's just great to have that. I just love it. Like, you got the little elf there. He's probably walking to a monastery, some kind of monastery brewery there. It looks like an elf or a gnome or something along those lines. Very quickly, the beers. 4 for 3. Oh, they're not doing it individually. So the Delirium was £2.87, and then kind of like £2.50, £2.87, that sort of thing in price. I'm just gonna crack them. Open. So I'm gonna go with the ABV here, 5.5% ABV, Vedett Extra IPA. The rest are 8% ABV. There's no real order here I don't think anyway, there's no real kind of, it's not going to be massively hoppy, I don't think, this beer. 2 to 3 finger Whitehead, lovely large carbonation actually, and amber in colour. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, it's definitely Belgian beer with some hops in it. I don't think in the initial aroma it's going to be like an American IPA. No, this is more subtle. Lots of malt. That kind of sweet Belgian dryness. That Belgian candied sugar. Belgian candied fruit. It smells really good. I like the slight mustiness about it. Let's get in. Cheers, everybody. It just immediately makes me want to go to Belgium. I haven't been to I've just realised I've not been to anywhere in Belgium for about 7 years. I went to Brussels. I went to Leuven, the home of Stella Artois. I think I went to Anderlecht. And we went to Duvel, wherever Duvel's based. We'll have a look at the bottle later on. I'm sure it was Anderlecht, something like that. Went there. The beer's beautiful. A little bit sweet. A little bit tutti fruity, a little bit of sweetness in there. Dry, peppery, spicy, hoppy in a very, very European sort of hoppy. It's almost stinging nettle sort of hops coming through. Lovely. Next up, let's go Delirium. Let's go. No. Let's go Duvel 666, only because of the 6.6% ABV. The other beers are 8% and above. Look at the smoke on the bottle opening. So this one's looking very, very light. Very light looking beer. This looks like there may be some sediment there. I remember being at the Duvel brewery, and it's actually a small cheese factory as well. They had cheese in refrigerators, which they were making, which is just fabulous at the same time. Beer and cheese. What's not to love? So beer in the glass, 2-finger whitehead. Good levels of carbonation. Lots of carbonation in this one. The head looks like it wants to stay around quite a bit. Hazy, straw-coloured beer. Let's get the aroma. Oh, yeah, it's like falling into a bush full of stinging nettles. Organic kind of cowshed. Not shit, but more horse blanket. Farmyard horse blanket. It smells damn good though. Really good. I like that kind of hop, stinging nettle aroma. Again, the use of European hops, not necessarily New World, American, New Zealand, Australia. This is European hops. Let's dive in. Very dry on the aroma. Let's dive in. Cheers. Wow. Peppery, spicy, lemon, stinging nettle and lemon and lime. Loads of carbonation in this one. Literally like an exploding fire extinguisher in your mouth. Lots of carbonation. Belgian beer is typically carbonated like this. but it's super refreshing, super lovely. That kind of, that lemon and lime taste in there is just fabulous. And again, we're going up in the ABV now, 6.6%. You're not really, this is the thing with Belgian beer, you don't really get the alcohol. You only get the alcohol when you have 2 glasses of beer in a Belgian cafe and get up to use the toilet. And you're like, whoa, all of a sudden, like, swaying around on your way to the bathroom. It's pretty fabulous. Pretty fabulous beer, I really like that. A little bit of grain, a little bit of away from malt, sweet, bitter, lovely beer. I think the next one we're going to go with is Le Chouffe because it's 8%. The Delirium's 8.4%. I'll be honest with you, the beer is already, sipping these beers is already kind of like, for me, the first sensations of becoming tipsy is my feet feel really light, and my head feels, I suppose the word is light too. Everything begins to change. There's a smile on my face. There's the bottle cap. I like the sensation. It's not really covered by a lot of beer professionals. It's almost like a bit of a taboo. But I quite like the, I don't like the sensation of being really drunk. But I like the beginnings. I like the initial kind of lightheadedness. I think in life, honesty is the best policy, isn't it? You can hide behind the fact, oh, I drink to really enjoy the beer. I don't drink for the feeling at all. Actually, I do. One finger whitehead, good levels of carbonation. Amber beer in the glass. Nice and hazy. Let's get the aroma of Le Chouffe on a 4 for 3 deal in ASDA. A little bit of sweetness there. A little bit of grain, a little bit of malt. A little bit of peppery spiciness. Definitely some sweetness there as well. But again, no sign of that 8% ABV. I think after all of the years of reviewing the beer, I think the best, I never used to be able to explain it. Why, just, pardon me, that Duvel was really carbonated. It's coming back to haunt me. I think in the early days of reviewing beer, I never put my finger on as to why the Belgian beer, you never really kind of got the ABV of it. If you were drinking like an 8% beer, you weren't really tasting it. I can put my finger on it now, and I'm going to put my finger on the sweetness. I'm going to say the reason why Belgian beer is sweet is to hide the alcohols in the beer. It just, that's my own, that's my kind of like 15 years of reviewing beer. I think that's where it's hidden in the sweetness. Let's dive in. Cheers. nicely carbonated. Oh, that's nice. Airy, light, refreshing. No sign whatsoever of that 8% ABV. Candied fruit, kind of dried, it's like a dried mixed fruit flavour, but then with a real peppery spiciness on the back end. Nice, refreshing, dangerous, absolutely dangerous. I could absolutely floor this beer, absolutely. One of those, I'm doing some construction work in the house. One of those situations where, I mean, well, let's see if I can show a bit of this off. We got acros in place and, well, how there's a point to this. There is a point to this. Look at that. Whoa. There is a point to this. The point being, oh no, wrong way. Oh no, don't do that. Right, there we go. The whole point of that, a lot of you know I'm doing some construction work on the house. When I finish about 5 o'clock, I generally cook food for the family after having a wash, and then I grab myself a beer. Not all of the time, but if I've had a real hard, like trying to knock stone out of a hole, yeah, it's like with a broken wing, I might grab a beer. If I grab this beer, I'll be honest with you, be gone in 10 minutes. And it's 8% ABV. Next thing you know, you're having a party. Superb. Last but not least, the Pink Elephant beer, Delirium Tremens strong beer. This beer is brewed by Brewery Hugh. Beautiful carbonation. Two to 3 finger white head. Lovely, lovely carbonation here. I think the glass helps it. This Grimbergen glass helps the beer. Looks great in the glass. My apologies for my gassiness. I'd say the only downside to Belgian beer is like how carbonated the stuff is. It's like different to German and Czech beer. I drink a lot of German. I drink a lot of Czech beer. I don't drink a massive amount of Belgian beer. It's probably because of the carbonation and the sweetness, if I'm honest. I love it when I drink it, but I suffer afterwards. Cheers. Aroma. Stinging nettle, peppery spiciness, sweetness, quite similar to the Chouffe, but I'd say a little bit more dry in the aroma. Let's dive in. Cheers. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Peppery, spicy, dry on the back end. It's good. Really good. In a slightly different way to Le Chouffe. Let's grab the Le Chouffe. Let's try the Delirium. Almost, it's like champagne. The amount of carbonation in this beer, it's like champagne, sweet champagne with slightly kind of slightly candied fruit flavors. The Chouffe is even drier, even spicier, even drier. My goodness me. They're good beer, but I tell you, all of a sudden it's like you move your feet, you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. You realise very quickly how dangerous these beers can be. If you bought that on a 4 for 3 for a Friday night, and you drank them on a Friday night, oh my goodness me, after work beers type of thing, oh my God, I don't know, I don't know how I'd be. Well, I know how I tried to drink 10 Duvels once. My goodness me, nearly put an end to me. I like that. It's different to the Le Chouffe. It's almost like a less powerful force. It's just as carbonated, if not more, but it feels like everything's rolled back a little bit. And that might be by purpose. That might be that it didn't want to be exactly the same as Le Chouffe. I like it because of its almost plainness, almost a regular Belgian ale. I'm going to rate these beers. Let's do Vedett. Vedett Extra IPA. Still holds its own with those hops. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for the Vedett. Duvel 666. Still, I mean, even that, hoppier than the Chouffe and the Delirium. Lemon lime, lovely beer. 6.6% ABV. 9. I like it. I like the Duvel. 9 out of 10. Le Chouffe. Come to think of it, it is a little similar to the Duvel 666, but higher ABV. A little bit more traditional Belgian, spicier, peppery, drier. Then you have that kind of candied sugar to begin with. So basically balance, sweetness, bitterness, sweetness, dryness, pepperiness. Nine out of 10. Delirium Tremens, the strongest beer, 8.4% ABV. And I suppose that has its own nods in its own right, doesn't it? By being 8.4% ABV and by being able to carry that 8.4% ABV. I think that's the most important thing to recognise here, is that this is the strongest beer. And it's drinking like the rest of them, albeit in more of a mellow-like way. Yeah, drinking that compared to the rest of them. You're never going to session Delirium, but Delirium feels like the most sessionable beer out of the lot of them. And that's quite magical, isn't it? To make an 8.4% ABV beer that feels like you could session it like an ale is quite magical, I think. So I'm going to go 9. I'm going to go 9 out of 10 for the Delirium Tremens. I hope you liked the video. You can pick all of these beers up in ASDA on a 4 for 3 deal. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.